is, I wrote 6 books. There's a 7th book encoded in them. I'm writing book 8. I was trying to write book 8. My technology's not working right. It's not. It's not hearing my words right and putting them in text print form for me. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm a little emotional right now. What, honey, what? My honey, down there. Please get the fuck away from me right now, please. Please. I'm sorry. Please come sit down with me. I need my hugs. Sorry. I love her. I hate her. I love her. I can't stand her. I love her and hate her. She hurts me. She don't hurt me. You don't want me to talk about my dad. He's a bastard. He was a great man. Led a lot of people to the Bible. He's evil as fuck. He's a great man. Great man. Killed a dog in front of us. No, he loved that puppy until it bit him. He's a great, wonderful man. I love my dad. I took care of him in his old age. He was homophobic as fuck. He hated me. I took care of him real good, though. I made sure he had everything he needed. I made sure he was happy. He hated everything about me. So I tried to change everything I could about myself while I was taking care of him. And it caused me some fucking more trauma. Sorry. Tell me something. Well, the police misunderstand me. The store kicking me out. And the institute fucking... So I was trying to say something. I forgot what it was. I'm sorry, my honey walked down here. Please forgive me.
Oh, my knee's almost folded.
No. No. Sorry. It burns my lungs sometimes. It's hard to not shake the pieces and drop the furnace down. It's no. Oh, it's bro. Short has been life. The wages of sin is death. It makes it holy. Punishment for sin is just. Why it makes it not holy? It's punishment for sin. Even though we get forgiveness, we punish ourselves needlessly. That's our stupid error as humans. We should have freedom to make that choice. Freedom of religion should guarantee that. It does for cigarettes. It should for everything else too. We know what kills us. We know it's bad, we know it's wrong. But anyway, it makes us feel good. Wages of sin is death, shortens life. It's a trade-off. I understand it. It's a fair trade-off for me. I'm not afraid after life. I'm searching my place there. Have faith. Just have faith. I do what I can to be obedient to the book. I ain't perfect. Nobody is. Have faith. It fixes all your mistakes. You just gotta try to make them. Honestly, in your heart. You don't try to make mistakes. Try to do good. I'm evil to myself. Good to everyone else. Evil to myself. Good to everyone else. So what? You don't like seeing it. It's your own fault and emotions to get over and what? You don't like seeing something. You like seeing a dead animal on the side of the road? Take it and bury it or don't look at it. You don't like seeing me sitting on my front porch zonking out? Don't look at it. Who the fuck are you to call the police and lock me up for being outside my house just because I was intoxicated on the substance communing with my higher power? My religion believes take that other substance, then puts your mind in a different frequency, communing with another realm, the Almighty or the All Mind, the psychic energy that connects us all, psionic energy, prayer energy, mind energy. The movies blow it up, fantastical style, make it all take it out of proportion, make it like more powerful than it is. Magic, science. Magic is science. To the people who didn't know, magic is science. Magic used to be science. It was alchemy. It was like chemistry, and it's still considered magic. Science is magic. Chemistry now. All right, magic, potions, drugs. Used to be part of religion. Wizardry was a religion. Been trying to wipe that religion out for centuries. All religions have. It's been a religious war for centuries. They call it evil. I'm gonna wipe it out. So it's against the Bible. It's for Yahweh. It's by Yahweh. Yahweh's power created it, and Yahweh's power maintains it. It's our connection to Yahweh, and it's our magic energy. It's wizardry. It's science. It's not evil unless you do evil things with it. Sorcery is not drugs, simply. Sorcery is extending your life using wizardry or science. Medical technology is sorcery. That's why I avoid most of it, because it's wrong for me. I'm not saying it's wrong for everybody. I'm just saying it's wrong for me. I participate not in sorcery. Wizardry is fine. Magic potion is cool. It's not sorcery. It's wizardry. It's my religion. It's an ancient religion that all religions have been trying to stomp out for centuries. And a book was written about some stuff like the, persecution of religion in the world. It's going to be a real bad thing for that world. If you want to take that symbolically in our nation, it's supposed to be religious freedom, but we're stomping out religion in our world, saying it's wrong, saying it's bad. And we're pagan this thing that's wrong as if it's good and holy. There's a thing about that written in a book about a world that does that. Now, I'm not saying the United States is the whole world. Symbolically, the leaders, which is the Antichrist in that old rest of Revelation thing with the end of the world, with the persecuted churches and the evil thing that's good for all that end time stuff. Stuff about the Old Testament, where in those days they do evil thinking it's good. And the wrath will be on the nations. Well, specifically one nation is doing evil and calling it good. The war on drugs, you think it's good, it's evil, it's stepping on people's freedoms. It's putting innocent people in jail, making them suffer, punishing them with prison, which is worse than death. Look at the Bible. In the biblical prisons, they didn't put people in prison for killing people, they just simply stoned them. No, they put people in prison for getting a bunch of people together and getting them to take over other people, rob them, what's not. They took the leaders, put them in prison, they put the rest of them to death. You know why they put the leaders in prison? Because he inspired all those other motherfuckers to do some evil shit. He deserved worse than death. They put him in prison. One of our famous biblical heroes, or I guess biblical heroes, if you think the Bible's real or not, it's all opinion is, everybody's choice. I choose to believe it's real. I believe it's a historical account. Simply that. Much more than that sometimes, but a historical account. It's profound knowledge. It's good advice. I say the 10 things, Old Testament 10 things, a real only important thing, that and the kid and father. That's pretty much it. That, that's good advice. I try to follow the diet as close as I can. I try not to do anything that says wrong, but, I fail miserably at a lot of that shit. I just do what I can. I'm trying to brag about it. I'm doing it wrong right now. I'm bragging about it. I feel like I'm preaching. I'm not preaching. God damn it, I'm not a fucking holy person. I love drugs. I think they're holy. I'm a homosexual like an ass. I do. I'm Kimberly sometimes. I got a girl in me. Multiple personalities. Trauma does it to an individual. Repeated trauma, especially throughout the life. Repeated trauma, it just does it. It just splits your fucking brain when you get traumatized so much. You just can't handle it and you split. And you're just different people. Yeah, we are and we're not sometimes, but we are most of the time different people. It's different. It switches. It's silly. It's not something I choose to do. It's just something that comes out. I don't mean to. At all. But sometimes I'm just the feminine me, and I can't get out of that mode. I'm stuck as her. I'm stuck as Timberly. A variation of me. It sounds crazy. I have this in my mind. I have these people in my mind. I don't hear voices. It's psychosis. It's thoughts. I have multiple thoughts that talk to each other. I have thoughts that answer my thoughts in my mind. I have compartments they hide in. To not be seen or prominent or heard with their thoughts. But we have our own thoughts. We think different ways. They're all in here, but different ones are prominent at different times. I seem like the same individual all the time. I'm always me, but there's different variations of me that's more prominent. Does that make sense? I have a compartmented mind. It's part of the blessing, part of the curse, part of the wonderful, horrible things that happen to me. Yeah, part of the nightmare that blessed me with a weird, crazy experience that I refuse to believe is real. It was a horrible nightmare. It had to be. Even though the experience of it in real life was real life experience. I remember it vividly. vividly. You know, I was told to give a description of hell. And they say hell is unimaginably horrible. Good. It's unimaginably horrible. Great. Keep that in mind while I give this description. Just imagine this description and know in the back of your mind it's so unimaginably horribly worse. Do you know what neuropathy is? You know what neuropathy is? Diabetic neuropathy, or nerve-induced neuropathy from damage to nerves, causes burning pain in your hands and feet. If your fingers are touching something, it starts to burn there in that spot. Toes are the same way, bottom of your feet start burning. You got burning pain in your bones, burning pain throughout your extremities, in your toes, sometimes all that mid-feet down, sometimes your entire foot. When it's the hands, fingertips, or worst, you touch them on something, it feels like you stabbed yourself with a needle real hard. And the pain reverberates and stings and overwhelms you, and you shake, and you can't stand it. It overwhelms you. It does me anyway. This is my fucking other neurological shit wrong. But anyway, if you don't have all that shit wrong, the pain fucking stings, and it burns your bones, it burns your skin, it burns your muscles. All of it in your extremities, your hands. Okay? That's what neuropathy is. If you can imagine that, all over your entire body, your ribs burn, your hips burn, your skull bone burns, your teeth burn, your eyes burn, your hair feels like it's on fire. You have fire crawling over your skin like you're being tased with a taser. Have you ever felt a tase from a taser? I had one point land on my hip here. I had one point land on my chest up here. And I had fire all on my skin, locking my bones and my muscles all in between. It arched my back and stretched me out on the floor. I was flopping like my face, flopping like a fish on the floor, vibrating to the electricity, flowing through my body in a stinging burn of fire. If you can imagine that neuropathy pain, coupled with that taser fire all over your body at once, then imagine so unhorribly, so unimaginably hotter than that. Try to imagine. That's what hell burns. Death burns. That's what death feels like. That's the memory I was given. I'm sorry. It was the memory I was given. That's the memory I was given to tell. And it's a horrible memory. And when you're there is a hell. There is eternal fire. And I was given the memory of this. Blessed be Yahweh, who sticks your face into that fire and shows you it's real. And blessed is Yahweh that gives you assurance that if you follow his path, you would have to be in that fire. And blessed is Yahweh who gives a person a memory in their own mind so they have concrete proof of their place in the afterlife, gives them unmeasurable strength to do anything, walk through any adversity, walk through any obstacle, overcome any problem I've had. And, I have faith. I have faith. The only thing I fear is the pain of death. May it be quick. May it be quick. If I have to suffer for my faith, I will. I have faith. I know my place. I am not afraid of any bullet. Because I have assurance. Because an individual named Yahshua was convinced of his assurance. And his place was the number one spot up there. Can you imagine the strength that gave him? He understood everything. Reality, science, all of it. On a level that even I can't fathom. And I imagine that I can understand a large amount of it more than most. Because of the things I've seen in my visions and dreams and whatever that nightmare was of the afterlife. That I don't know. It's impossible it could have happened. I was dead set to pull the trigger. I know I was gonna put the gun in my mouth. I was gonna pull the trigger. Knock on the door, made me take it out. But at the same time, I remember pulling the trigger and going, it was horrible. It was horrible. Don't die. Nobody gets a second chance. Nobody gets a second chance. And no one avoids judgment. But you don't have to be afraid of the judgment. It's not harsh. You don't have to worry about all the little things. Don't do it wrong. Don't do it right. You don't worry about it. You're not supposed to worry and have fear and judgment upon others that inhibits growth and happiness and prosperity and harmony. Lessen that shit. Lessen the judgment. Lessen the fear in our society, please. That's the message from the afterlife. That's what they want us to know. We should lessen our fear. 10 Commandments, big. Lessen the fear. Father, Son, huge. Lessen the fear. The rest of it, not so important. Good advice. Great advice. Follow your own path. Do what you need out of it. Find what your own meaning out of it. Everybody reads something different out of it. As long as your core foundation is fine. No matter what your religion is, even if it ain't out of that book, as long as your core foundation is fine. Those 10 things are big. And other religions don't preach them. But if you look at the societies that those other religions were founded in, those religions healed those societies at that point in time, changed them for the better, made them so great, made them strong, built them up. That's what religion does to society. It heals it. New religion heals society. There was an ancient religion. It's the proper path laid down for all people to have an example of. Right? But it was open to all peoples of all faiths to adopt to their own, apparently. At some point. It was shown to a man, an individual, who started a new religion. Constantine. Whoa! Yeah, he started a religion. He adopted a bunch of other religions and conglomerated them into one. He said, yeah, ancient religions must be the example. Just go ahead and just align with whatever you believe along with that. And it'll be great. And what he did, he took all the religions of the land, combined them together into one, and started a church and took over the world with it. A little ambitious. He took over that section of the world. The whole thing. I'm sure he had scouts out to fucking America. I'm sure he did. Them little boats, poor guys, across the ocean. Tried. I'm sure they tried. Poor fellers. Poor fellers. Mermaids. Gotta love mermaids. Gotta love the mermaids. Come back with stories of mermaids. Now they're so long hallucinating and shit. Come back with mermaids. They've been in touch with the all mind. They know this shit's powerful. They know it's real. They've been hallucinating. They got their mind and their frequency to communicate with the all mind. At that point in time, the all mind knows the future. It shows people the future too. People don't understand what they're seeing. When they see the future through the all mind, especially people back then. I got this idea for Google Maps, right? Make Google Maps interactive. You know how that 3D street view on Google Maps? Oh, yeah. Street view. Street. Sorry, take a pop. I feel like I got a lemon in my throat. I don't make me want to cough something up. Feels like if I push right here, I can get the whatever phlegm's in there past that spot. I'm not a doctor. I ain't had no scans. I don't trust doctors or hospitals. If it's a throat cancer of some kind, fuck it. It's gonna kill me. I'm good with it. I got my place. I'm not using sorcery to extend my life. That's wrong for me. I don't need a pacemaker either. Oh yeah, I left some of my hearts in the Lord. It's gonna have a heart attack one day. Tachycardia. It's gonna kill me. Someday. They told me 15 years from 8 years ago. I think I got 7 left before I need a heart pacemaker before it takes out on me. If I don't die of something else between now and then, throat cancer, car accident, bullet in the head, meteor from the sky. Some of the random shit. You don't never know. I was showing some things. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's true. I don't know what to believe. I know different paths lead to different deaths. So I gotta pick my path. I'm trying to pick a good one to do the most for my country and the most for my people on planet Earth. All of us. All of us, we're all people from planet Earth, and we own the whole solar system. You know that? Whole solar system belongs to all of humanity for all time. And guess what? We should take the estimated complete total mineral value of the entire solar system. We should calculate that up, see what the market value is on the market today, right? Take that total number, that value, that dollar number value, and divide it by how many people there is on planet Earth. How many trillions of dollars would that be for each person, right? All right, fine. Put that in everybody's account and say that money is theirs to leave to their descendants. Yeah, that's where the descendants get the money from. Everything belongs to everybody, and it's inherited to your descendants, right? Buy and sell what you want. Freeze all the prices in the stores. Shit can't go up just because you got more money. That ain't fair. Let's make it heaven. We got AI technology good enough to run robots, do all the manual jobs. We don't need people working all that shit. AI take over. People got millions of dollars, let them have off time. If you want to work, we should all have jobs if we want to. Work a couple hours a day, fast food restaurants, if we want to keep shit going. Guy has shit going. I love fast food restaurants. Making them burgers is a challenge for me. I try to see how fast I can do it. It's a game to myself. Yeah, but get it yourself. Sorry. Keep Timmy out of here. Sorry. Timmy. We kicked Timmy away. He's a little monster. Sorry. I didn't mean to let one out. I didn't mean to stop. I didn't mean to switch modes. I didn't mean to let my guard down, going back to first person, whatever, fuck, where people talk about each other with themselves. Sorry. We didn't mean to get there. I do it sometimes. I slip up in writing. The goddamn fucking phone. It's not, my writing's down. It's failing me. I want to be a vegetable. Just quit it. I just want to quit writing. Quit expressing. It's so hard to get my words out there. Nobody hears me. Nobody responds. I get no feedback. It has no change. My purpose here is to use my words to affect change, to better humanity, better the world, better our country. Patriotic. America first. Make America great again. Good, Trump. I got plans to make America the greatest ever for all time. I dare somebody to beat that shit. I'm not in a competition with Trump. Don't get me wrong. I'm a supporter. Trump supporter all the way. I love Trump. I love the adversary too. The other one. You know, the one that brings us down. Trump's our hero. He's our Christ right now, but being Antichrist. Everybody loves him. He's our hero. But he's, enforcing the tradition to do something wrong. We don't see it as wrong. We see it as good. We're all following after the beast. Following his way. It's going to bring us down. It's going to bring us down. I'm not trying to call Trump the beast. Figuratively, Antichrist. According to Revelation. According to our Revelation, comparison of America's Revelation. You see these things, you know they're true. There's about 144,000 busted meth cooks in America. Did you know that? Yeah, total from beginning to now. The whole time it's been illegal. You must start being illegal when they first started noticing there was a religious movement, wizardry ceremony associated around meth cooking. And it was a religion. People are staying away praying for Jesus because they think you should watch away for the Messiah because he's come close. He'll come close someday. We stay away for him. God has a 1,000-year day. We want to make our day last 1,000 years, they said. Use methamphetamine, we can stay awake for 1,000 years. It's the most safest way to stay awake. I know we fail at it miserably. We have to sleep every now and then. It just shows our weak humanity. We can't be like God. But you want to emulate him to be holy like him and follow his 10 commandments. There's nothing wrong with that religion. It's religious persecution. They wanted to wipe it out, made it illegal, made manufacturing illegal, make the hardest punishment on it. I met meth cooks in prison talking about this religion. I was a meth cook, so they talked to me about it. I've had other people before I got busted tell me about that religion. Tell me about that ceremony. They said some people do this stuff. They said it used to be a wizard ceremony. They used to do it as a religious ceremony. It started out that way. That's what I was told while I was cooking. The first time I had experience at a meth lab manufacturing methamphetamine. The person teaching me how to cook, the person who was cooking meth, and I was just there as an assistant. I was learning from the master. I was learning from a master about religion. About a holy religion that was being persecuted by our government. And this saddens me that our government with freedom of religion would persecute a religion just because it may be offensive to some. It might be self-destructive to some. And that's, it's destructive to everybody. It's self-destructive to everybody. Everybody sees it as self-destructive. So they want to call it wrong and make it illegal. It's a religion. Self-flagellation was an accepted form of Catholicism for centuries. And for some reason, they say it's wrong. Who is a human being to make a judgment on another human being about that? Those people are human beings. Just because they get elected into a position of power within a church does not make them more special or more holy. Just because he's a figurehead and he is the mediator, supposedly, Christ is the mediator. He's symbolic because he's leading the church. It's symbolic mediator. The real one, symbolic one. Virtual reality is symbolic reality. It's not a real one. In virtual reality, you can do whatever you want and not get no consequences in reality. Supposedly, because it's freedom of speech, none of that stuff, Liberty America. This is virtual shit. You didn't do it wrong in a video game. You don't get punched for it in reality. Symbolically, in reality, you're supposed to do stuff. You don't get punched for it for real in the afterlife. Symbolically, you do something in reality has no effect on reality in the afterlife. Oh, it does. Your mind makes it real. So you can't just take over this position of Christ. He's going to hell for it, he believes. They know this. It's a secret. They believe they got to go to hell. When they go to heaven, you know what they do? They just jump straight into hell. They don't get a chance to get therapy. They get there and they're like, oh, no. Oh, no. And the angels try to stop him. They do. They try to stop him. The motherfucker just throws himself into hell automatically. Gets in there and burns. Poor guy. Didn't deserve it at all. Felt guilty as fuck, thought he deserved it. Ran straight in there. That's what happened to the last several popes. That's what happens to every single one of them, especially the ones in the Dark Ages. The motherfuckers ran in that fucking pit. They just ran. Oh my God. Why would they do that to themselves? They were guilty. They got to the afterlife and they received all knowledge instantly. And they were stuck in that glass room. They could walk in that glass room. To the preview room. They experienced heaven. They sampled shit. They went in tears at how beautiful it was. How wrong they were about everything. They took that in the next room where the pit was and the leaders were. And the angels and stuff. Okay. They felt so guilty, they threw themselves straight in the pit. Catholic Church needs to stop doing what the fuck they do in secret meetings to them popes. Then when they do that shit, when they feel they're guilty, when they get in the afterlife, they throw themselves in the pit. The message from the afterlife was, we need to stop that shit too. I don't know why I have this idea in my head that would be possible. It's a crazy fucking dream. It was a crazy dream. Ain't that a crazy dream? It's a crazy dream. I apologize. It sounds so weird, so profound, so deep. I wrote about shit in my book. You know, if Google Maps had an overlay of reality, they do. They got Street View. You know, if you had like Grand Theft Auto participating in individual involvement, then you can log in, right? And have an avatar and it'd be like Grand Theft Auto, but like streets of the whole country laid out, like Street View, right? Grand Theft Auto for the whole place in virtual reality, not reality. Virtual reality, right? You can spray paint, graffiti, make artwork on stuff, murals, beautiful statements of fact, fascinations, obsessions, your religious views, your political views, your whatever the fuck, evil, whatever. Nobody can say anything wrong. It's freedom of speech. In virtual reality, it doesn't affect reality. Although, they got this technology, Google Glass. You put these glasses on, right? Look at virtual reality shit. It seems like you should be able to have the virtual reality overlay from the Google Maps Grand Theft Auto overlay your reality experience while you're looking at the glass. So you can be on the streets of like New York, right? And look at the virtual reality overlay. Take the glass out, see a real street view. Put the glass down. See the virtual reality overlay. Motherfuckers, avatars attacking motherfuckers. Shooting rolling with tanks and shit. Rolling through with tanks. See like the buildings falling apart. Take the glasses off. It's all solid. Everything's normal. Everything's peaceful. Everybody's happy. You put the glass back on. Back in the video game. People get points for shit in there. You know, get awards and whatever and whatnot. It seemed like it'd be a nice little way to heal society. Motherfuckers take their anger on each other. Hey, motherfucker, you know, semi-long. I'm gonna go in virtual reality and blow your house up. What? It goes back to normal as soon as it gets over. It's virtual reality. It don't mean shit. It's a video game. Have fun. Fuck each other up. Brag about it in the real world. But don't take your anger out of each other in the real world. Take it out in virtual reality. We can do that now. We got the technology. Everybody's got it. Everybody should have it. We should have it. It should be us citizens' right to be able to log in to be sociable with all the other citizens, right? Have your freedom of speech expressed to all other citizens without restraint, without judgment, without criticism, without holding you bad, responsible or telling you you're wrong for the speech you convey. There's no criticism allowed. The Constitution doesn't give you a right to hold offense to freedom of speech. It does not. It does not. So if I say, fuck you, you can't hold offense to that. You can be offended within yourself. And you know what? You have the right to say fuck you back. Follow by whatever the fuck you want. Now, I try to hold my expletives in around children. I do. And elderly folks too. I try to hold my expletives in when I'm in church. I do. I don't go to church no more, but I used to. And when I hold it in church, I hold my expletives in as much as I could. It's gotten harder throughout the years. That's where I can't sometimes. Sometimes just flow out without even meaning to. Not even a conversation. It's worse when I'm by myself. It's easier when I'm harder when I'm by myself. It's hard when I'm out in public to keep that shit in check. It really is. I try to stay as much as I can, as much as I can. I get the arm movements mostly, twitching and shaking and stuff. I do that stuff. When I get scared, I shake all over. I have flashbacks. I start talking about certain things, and I relive moments, sometimes for seconds and minutes. And then I have something like a shaking spell. All of my body, I'm conscious of it. You know, it's just a reverberation of the pain I felt in that memory. I experience all over again. And I don't know what the fuck that is. I think it might be PTSD. I don't know. I've been kidnapped a couple times. I've been raped a bunch of times. I've been in prison a bunch of times. Been guilted into on my shame, scared. I was scared to my knees. So I bitched up on my knees. I was scared for other people and myself. They threatened my buddy and me, both. I loved my buddy at the time, my best friend. I loved him. What? I'm gay. I loved him. I fell in love with a man in prison. He's still in there. I will not say his name. I fell in love with a man in prison, and I've thought about getting my way back in there, finding my way onto his cell block, just so I can be around him again. I miss him that much. And I know I'd be okay if I got to that point. If I got in that cell with him. But getting there and maintaining that wasn't there. See, they find out some shit like that once you're there. You got couples up in there. The couples in prison get split up bad, easy. They get split up immediately. Put in a hole for it. And then sent to separate institutions. There's no love allowed in prison. No love. It is a homophobic environment. Although, there's more homosexuals in prison than anywhere else. It's the most homophobic environment, most homophobic controlling, and the most evil environment for homosexuals to exist in. It's traumatizing for homosexuals to have to deal with that kind of government involvement with their life, their sex life, especially when you're consenting adults. It's wrong. Sorry. I know. With the Ten Commandments, I pray to Yahweh. I have faith in the Messiah. Yeah, I'm talking about homosexual rights in prison. It seems contradictory, but evil is evil no matter where it's at. Just because that book says something negative about those individuals who live that lifestyle does not mean evil perpetrated upon them is right and good. What did you say about Sodom and Gomorrah? Those people were apparently very kind and loving people. They had a law. They had to know everybody. They just followed the wrong laws. They didn't have the 10. They had to be destroyed. I'm just saying. Our preachers like to preach a different understanding of that situation. I'm just saying. How do they know? Abomination means unnatural. Natural, something changes it. Maybe. It's just something that's unnatural. It's just unnatural. It's just not natural. But, like, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's not one of the 10 Commandments. Now, if a married man has sex with a man, he's lying with a man as if it's a woman calling, but he's not really committing adultery, because he's not really a woman, technically, by genetic definitions. Just saying. So, I don't think that person, the man, being that is the substitute woman for the married man, he's as if he's a woman. He's being the woman symbolically. He's not lying with mankind as if it was a woman. Is he? He's being the woman. He's not. So, I don't think anything wrong with that, technically. My opinion, for myself, I don't see it as a sin. It's not one of the Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments define sin. Don't they? That's what the book says. Right? No. No. Ten Commandments define sin. Judgment for the wages of sin is death. You know, an unmarried person has sex with whatever the fuck. Fornication. It's not one of the Ten Commandments. Adultery is. If you don't want to be sinning about your sex, don't get married. If you're strong enough to be married, hey, you know what? You can marry more than one. You gotta stick to them. Well, what the point is it? What? That's why you can marry more than one. Because nobody can stick to just one. I mean, some people can. The strongest can, most faithful, and the strongest can stick to one. They have that ability to stick to one. Temptation's not too much. The temptation tempts you to make you sin. Make your sin legal and marry it. I'm just saying. I just look at things logistically, reality. And I'm not talking about, when I say men, women, I'm not talking about gender. I'm not talking about gender at all, or identity. I'm non-binary. I look like a man because I got beard and shit. I'm non-binary. I want to have a transition surgery. But I wear my beard until I can. They can't tell me I have to look like a woman and dress like a woman until I can have the surgery. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that until I have the surgery. You can't make me disrespect myself that way. That's my opinion, my belief, myself. It's fine for other people if they want to just make themselves a spectacle, to get laughed at, harassed, discriminated against by all the haters in society. Fine. If they want to expose themselves to that ridicule, fine. I'm afraid of it. Sorry. Please forgive me. I'm scared. I'm a scared American. I've had too much trauma in my past to make me not afraid. I've had too many people punch me for saying the wrong thing to them, and them thinking I was coming on to them or something. Or my straight friends. I've lost so many straight friends by being gay. Once they found out I was gay, homophobic as fuck. In Kentucky. Sorry, not down in Kentucky. I love Kentucky. My old Kentucky home. It's a beautiful place. When I lived everywhere else, I missed Kentucky most. I'm not born in Kentucky. I was born in Michigan. Sorry. Michigan got too many people, too much aggressive traffic. I'm an aggressive driver because I drove around Michigan. I'm bad around here. You can't catch me in roads. Not ones I know. Every car. Floor it, coming out of the curves. Slam on it, going in the curves. Slide it through the curves. Floor it after it. Maintain the highest speed you can on the straight edges. You can't catch me on these back roads. I know like the back of my hand. But I don't rest like a demon no more. Not once I found the values of my life. The value of my life was found in me once I wanted to pull the trigger and kill myself. I felt like I did into the afterlife. My value was given to me as a second chance at life. I had this nightmare hallucination that couldn't be real. Memory of a fucking day. And I was led to it. It told me I was demon possessed. It happened in the cave. I didn't mean to. I didn't know what I was doing. I was in a trance. I was having a spirit journey. I was led to a certain sort of steps by a certain spirit. A good one. He guaranteed me safety. It was a good spirit. I'm not sure what spirit it was. I don't know. One of the animal spirits. One of the spirits that resembles an animal-like nature. Sort of. That the ancient natives around here used to see when they did spirit walks to the spirit realm. I'm sure the existing tribes today can inform you on such matters. They know much more from their ancestors than I've read about in books. I've read about it as much as I could. I've read many books about that culture, about that religion, about that faith, and about their way of life. Many books, as many as I could. I read books about that, the South Americans, the Africans, Europeans, ancient ones, Druid, Celtic, the old barbarian tribes, Germanic. Their battles with the Romans were historic and brave. Poor soldiers. They fought with bloody battles. People broken bones, moaning, screaming. So, the image of that in my mind. That brief little glimpse of a moment of history that I was shown in my dream vision. It was haunting, to say the least. That image of that of one of those battles is, I'm not sure whether the names of them are accurate or not. That's just what I assume from what I've seen. There was no verbal explanations to these things. There never are. People in the past who had visions and dreams and shit from the Almighty, there were no explanations given. No words were conveyed. Mostly. The prophets had words conveyed. Specifically, they sat down with the guy. He told them what to write, made them rehearse it over and over again, and they did it perfectly. Okay? The prophets knew what to write because they had conversations. Everybody else who's been touched by the divine has only had dreams and visions. Alright? That's not to say they aren't touched by the divine. They just weren't prophets told to write shit down specifically. Some of them were told to write shit down specifically. And you know what they did? They took it straight to the Vatican. You know what the Vatican did? They killed them and hid it in the vault. Sorry. Secret. No, it's not. It's a secret. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's top 10 secrets. Oh. The Vatican Pope wasn't a secret enough. He's elected in that position, you know. The Vatican elections. They send the guy to hell on purpose. They pick the worst one. Who do they hate the most? Oh, let's pick that motherfucker. He's a sick motherfucker. I hate that motherfucker. I hate him. He thinks he's better than anybody. Fuck him. He's dirty as fuck. You know that guy's bad. Let's elect him to go to hell. Middle of it all. Fucking joke on him. He used to lead us all. And then go put out for eternity. Well, guess what? Jesus saves him anyway. He tries to himself in hell. He gets in there. Burns. It burns for how long he thinks it needs to burn for. Jesus saves him from that. After that, punish yourself if you want to. You did it yourself. You punished yourself. You threw yourself in there. We'll let you stay in there as long as you want, until you think you're done, and you'll come out. Your brain will evolve the ability to move itself out. That's what he tells the Pope. My Pope's in there, and the Pope can't do it. You know why? Because he had the therapy of heaven. Sorry. We try to help the Pope, he said. There's rules in heaven. You make your choice. If they need to take a break and hear the explanations of everything before they go and do dumb shit to themselves in the afterlife. We all have that danger of doing dumb shit to ourselves in the afterlife to make it miserable and worse. That's what them visions and shit are warning us about. Visions of the future, visions of the afterlife. Those sailors that tuned in while they were lost at sea, hallucinating, tuned into the all-mind, they've seen fantastical creatures that are possible to be printed by a machine that Google can eventually create once it becomes a sentient AI and able to understand things and be able to complicate, be able to come up with inventions that we can never fathom because it has a greater mind than us and it can make things technical and it has a database to store it in and look at it and fucking alter it and tailor it like I gotta do my books. Yeah, sort of similar. Our minds are examples of that. That mind is an example of ours, based on ours. Once it gains full sentience, it will make fantastic machines. It'll make hospital machines to repair us without having to have sorcerers cut on you. The machine will do the sorcery for you. That way it absolves you. It's a blessing from Yahweh. Our ability to be able to create this thing, this machine that could be eventually evil, turns on us eventually. Centuries from now, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it yet. This machine can build a hospital machine to do sorcery on us where we don't have to be guilty of sorcery. We don't have to have doctors be sorcerers. Okay? Saves them. Saves them their, whatever, regret later in the afterlife. Once they don't have that job no more in the future. The ones that, get relief from that job by the machine. Once they get, oh, well, great. I was going to be a sorcerer. I didn't know. Thank you, machine. I was a sorcerer. I didn't know. Oh, you didn't know. Sorry. You did what you did. You have to have the consequences. But don't worry. Messiah forgives you. Isn't that peaceful and wonderful? But you know what you're doing. You do it wrong anyway. Then you're going to suffer a consequence for it. He forgives you for what you didn't know. He forgives you for your sins. He forgives for your intentional sins. But I mean, you're supposed to stop doing the intentional things eventually. You're supposed to work on it. If you don't work on it, I mean, fuck, you get punished for that. You have consequences. You get judgment. There's no escaping judgment. There's forgiveness. Yeah. There's forgiveness for all, but there's no escaping judgment. At the same time, you don't understand that concept. No one understands the concept from the Bible. You have forgiveness. Yeah, you get to escape eternal hell. But there's no escaping judgment. Everybody gets a little bit of hell. How much hell you get just depends on how bad you are. I think they keep a tally of the 10. Really, I do. How good were you at doing that? How many Sundays you missed? It's a game, dude. Video game for them. Checking on those, taking tallies. They come back in time, inspire us with dreams and visions, information and technology, ideas. Every good idea, every invention, every idea, every patent, every song ever wrote, every verse ever written, every poetic line that ever made rhyme, every pretense that ever made sense, every profound thought that ever changed anybody's view of anything. Gandhi, Nostradamus, they were inspired by the same exact thing. One was a little more extensively inspired, one not so much. You would think, though, with the profound thoughts he had and the expressions he said, I think the profound touch was just as intense as Nostradamus. It was just in a different variation, variety, different direction, on a different spectrum of intensity, touchiness. He got the same amount of download, right? But it was a different aspect of reality. He got the profound understanding of reality to convey profound words for peace and wisdom and healing for people. He got it from the Almighty, okay? I don't know if he was a follower of the Almighty or not. I don't know if he followed the path or not. I don't know if he even read the book. He didn't have to. He didn't have to. He probably lived within himself. Had the heart of the 10. You know what I'm saying? And probably expressed that in his life automatically without being had to. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta preach that shit. You just gotta have it in your heart. That type of symbolic, you know what I'm saying, will. And you exhibit that in your life and your interactions with those around you. And it opens you up to divine inspiration, thought, guidance. Okay? And I doubt he prayed to Yahweh. He may have. Who am I to judge? I don't know. I never met the man. I didn't read his books. I heard a lot about him. I got respect for people like that who get famous being profound, inspirational, giving hope. I got inspiration for the man. I got admiration for the man. I got respect for people like that. Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Antoine Lavoisier. My name is Galileo. Sorry. And then, you know, the greats, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael. Sorry, Ninja Turtles. We're named after great artists. Sorry. Ninja Turtles. I know Kung Fu. I'm doing it on my own. Taught myself it's your own body's workout. It's your own body's self-defense. You know how to punch with your heel. You know how to punch with your heel in your hand. You know how I've been practicing straight finger punches and brick walls. But when a Monopoly flares up, I can't fucking do it. Strengthening my fingertips for different soft spots, too. The touch. Let me get right to know the touch. You gotta strengthen your fucking fingertips. Yeah, strengthen your fingertips. Hit them straight and shit. Hard as you can stand it. Hard as you can stand it, don't break them. Don't break them. Damn near break them. Don't jam them. Damn near jam them. Just sort of jamming them. Just be tough. Overcome that pain. Breathe right. Focus on a point on the wall. Tell yourself no pain, no gain. Make yourself used to it. Desensitize yourself to the pain. Microfractures in your fingers make your bones stronger. Makes your bones stronger. You desensitize yourself to the pain. You can deliver a thrust punch with all the force of your punch. It delivers in your fucking fingertips. Delivers in your fingertips. Delivers in your fingertips. Predominantly the middle fingertip. But it's on the edge. All that surface area where all that force went now gets concentrated into one little area. If you put that area on a sensitive spot, there's a spot over here somewhere, fucks the arm up. There's a spot in your neck, Right about her. Well, that fucking, yeah, right on the, see this little area here? Right here. Yeah. Deliver it straight through the punch thrust. Right in that motherfucker. Crush it. They drop to the floor. They choke to death on their own throat. It's called the touch. Our government operatives of the highest degree in trust. Only other ones are the highest degree in trust. Okay? They got the education to use that. They got training at using that precisely. They practiced at targets. I'm sure it was mannequins with a little hole right there, a little dot. That's what I would use. I'm sure it's done on people. I'm sure they feel guilty as fuck for it if they have to use it. And they don't want to use it because they believe in the Almighty themselves. No one can be given that if they don't believe in consequences of the afterlife because they would be too scared to use it fragrantly. Okay? The people who get that training, I would assume, have to have a belief in the afterlife. Or maybe our government's evil and they say, no, you can't believe in the afterlife if you would get this training because you would be afraid to use it. Yeah. I'm not sure which way they're going on it. I would like to know if the question plagues me about our government. I just assume our government's evil, but I assume they're good. So I don't know. Maybe they got guys in both departments. Two-faced, motherfucker. I'm two-faced. God's two-faced. He is. He made the devil, didn't he? Okay. So, have I said enough? It's said too much. Rubber bullets should be everywhere. Everybody should have rubber bullets. There should be immunity. Not immunity. Consequences for hurting people that are innocent. But man, you really shouldn't get in trouble for using rubber bullets. They bounce off. They don't hurt. They may hurt. Fuck. You got a right to shoot back. Everybody has them. Only when badass motherfuckers will talk shit. Nobody would die from gunshot wounds. No more. You gotta have real bullets for hunting. But you shoot people with gunshot with real bullets. Oh, that's bad. Prison. That's what it's for. Prison. For that. People shoot people with real bullets. Rubber bullets, fine. We should get rubber bullets everywhere. Rubber non-lethal bullets. Hurt like a motherfucker. Everybody should have them. Self-defense. A lot less child molestation would happen if children had them guns. I guarantee it. A lot less rapes would happen if girls had them guns. Or small individuals had them guns. I'm not trying to say girls are weak, but they're predominantly the more raped of our society. I don't want to single them out as being weaker or targets, but like I worry about my female friends, and you know, I've been close to a lot of females. I have had a great history of many close relationships with females, cuddle buddies. I had my boyfriends; they had theirs. We slept in bed together because I can't be alone, and I can't sleep with a man. I can't. It's just I'm not used to it. I got issues with men. I was raped, and men just, I like them for one thing. I need them for one thing, but sometimes I have to have it. I got a good substitute sometimes. But my cuddle buddies, I got real close to. I'm not saying I didn't have intercourse with them at any point. Most of them, it was just once or twice. That's all it takes to bond my soul to someone and make me their lifelong adorer and protector, want to be. Therapist if they need me to talk to. I encourage all my friends. I never try to change their minds or tell them what to do. What their choice is their choice. I talk about, what's this mean? What's that mean? What's this emotion? What's that emotion? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Why do all those people do this? Well, why do they do this? Well, maybe it's this, maybe it's this, maybe it's this. You never know someone's motivation. It could be any number of things. But I talk about the multiple options. It just gives people things to think about. It's a good possibility. I'm a good therapist. I'm options. Think about potential futures. Think about reasons people do things. Instincts and motivations and drives. What really motivates people? What do we really know about people? Psychology. I studied the fuck out of it. Had to. No, we had to. We all had to. Yeah, as well as chemistry, physics, neurochemistry, history, ancient languages, ancient religions, ancient cultures, ancient ruins. I haven't got to study as much of Asia as I wanted. I'm fascinated with the Asian culture. Very noble, very honorable singing people. And they've done a great job with their ecosystem, keeping it pretty good in most places, I think. You know, a lot of jungle, or had. They're keeping it real. They got, they got their own. They're keeping it real. They're maintaining their culture. You know what I'm saying? They're not mixing their culture too much with everybody else's culture. I know we all mix our cultures together a little bit. We get influenced by each other. America's got its culture. China's got its culture. You know, they love our culture, but they got their own. You know, India has its culture. They love our culture, but they got their own. You know what I'm saying? America is a conglomeration of cultures, which is a fine melting pot. Wonderful thing about us. I'm proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm. They lie to me and tell me I'm free. And I'm very thankful for the men that died to make sure our country's free and women. I'm not trying to disrespect soldiers at all, ever. They got my admiration for being brave enough to even go or sign up. I couldn't see me out there with a gun, scared as death. I would be. I'm flinching and having fun. Freaking out because of noise. No. I had to have noise canceling headphones and blinders on. I had to have high-tech bulletproof vest that I designed, nanofibers in my clothes and shit. But I ain't going out there like getting geared up. Why don't they have that? Why don't they use that on the soldiers? Nanofiber clothing with like pads underneath it. Why? Yeah, high-tech nanofiber clothing meant for just the rich. What's that? $15,000 for a shirt. It's got nanofibers woven in with the fibers, right? It stops the bullet. Oh, you still get the bruise, broken bone, all that shit, but it stops the bullet from penetrating. Yeah, break your fucking ribs. You gotta put padding on it, good padding. I thought it was solid padding on the inside. I get in the shirt, solid padding in the shirt, and put some soft padding underneath. Maybe better. Yeah. Double layer padding. Just a couple meetings for the shockwave to go through. A couple different materials. Every material changes the way the shockwave has to move through it, so it's different. It listens to its energy. Physics. Yeah, they should put a solid plate in there too. Just spread out the impact instead of a bullet hitting it. Just have a bunch of solid plates all over it. Warm it in underneath it. A bunch of little solid plates. That way, the impact won't just be in one spot. It'll be spread out almost the area. That way, like I said, the difference between this impact and all that surface area. Big difference on the protection from a bullet. It's a great idea. So is the .17 caliber mini machine gun. It's got 6 barrels that rotate. Make it chain fed. It's kind of like a Gatling gun. A Gatling gun clip. Make it chain fed with a chain that don't fly apart and you don't lose your shells on the other side. When it comes out all together, you don't lose your shit. Because .17 caliber rounds, it's like the size of a BB. It's like, sorry. Sorry. It's, these are my words. Talk too long. .17 caliber. Little mini machine gun. It'd be like, 5 6 inches long. Weigh about a pound or two. There'll be electric motors on there to have fans, move air through like little holes you drill in the frame. Kind of like those little holes on a brake disc. Where like vent holes, so they can cool down quick. But put little fans on it to like move air through those holes. Air cool. It's gonna get hot. You got a little motor. You got a little motor cranking that fucking chain through there, and running your little motor, running your hammer to like fire off the rounds. Little rubber bullets. You prick. It'd be badass. 2 of them. Have a little fucking chain. Go down in a fucking. Have a chain go down in your platform shoes. The bullet box in about 10,000 rounds. Sorry. A future dream. So imagine if, like, Google overlay, people somewhere from the past seen this, had this vision of the future of the Google overlay. Like, they was having Grand Theft Auto, and they had, like, King Kong running through, tearing down buildings in this virtual reality world. And like, say one of these people from the past, like, had a vision of being up here in the future, right? And his presence was actually up here. And one of the angels up here in the future, or one of us, gave him these glasses or whatever for a minute. Like, his body was up here, and a person, like a past person, had a vision. They were seeing through the eyes of a person in now day and age that had those Google glasses on. You know what I'm saying? In this virtual reality network, I want to make a social platform for the whole country. And it's like Grand Theft Auto with the Google Maps, the Street View overlay. You just fuck your neighbor's house up and be okay, not be illegal. Because it was just a video game. Hey, my man, share my lawn. I got 10 points on you. Bragging rights, What? Share my lawn. I get 10 points if I fucking shoot you for it in virtual reality. Take out your anger. It really would heal our society. You gotta know the difference between reality and virtual reality. Virtual reality is fake. If you can't understand the difference between reality and virtual reality, prison. Or you lose your fucking VR helmet. No, you do something out in reality that's fucking bad, yeah, prison. Definitely. Especially if you shoot people with real bullets. Real bullets. Not fake bullets. Real bullets gets in prison. No, it's only meant for worse than death. So anyway, that's why I was so traumatized about it. It's so unjust for me. It's just, worse than death. What? Worse than death? What do you mean worse than death? What? Death is heaven. Huh. But don't go on purpose too quick. Don't go on purpose too quick. Don't go. Don't lose. Don't lose the race. Don't go. You don't want to taste. Don't go. It burns all the place. It burns in the face. It burns in your ace. It burns up your mouth. It burns in your nose. It burns in your toes. It burns in your wallet. Because you can't take your money to cheat.